Top cherry what? And easy baby, don't focus another one. Yeah.
I'm feeling you. Every time you pull up my heartbeat more. You got me tingling my libido. I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo. I'm feeling you. Every time you pull up my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
Yes,
I'm feeling you. Every time you pull up my heartbeat more.
Oh, you're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
She wants a bad boy, I'm a bad boy. I'm the one that made her throw away her sex toys. And I've been feeling on the ass for a minute or so. And we've been doing it like the Telemundo soap. See, baby, we've been going at it for a minute. And I'm loving every second that I'm in it. And when I'm in it, I wanna win this. And when I'm in it, not just my penis. Baby, I'm not a menace, I'm on my own business. And when I start something, you know I'm gonna finish. I just hope my rhythm and lyrics find you in good spirit. Message to your soul from mine, hope you receive it. Yeah. I'm going to Khada. I'm going to Hogoloda. I'm going to Pandamo. Your love is like a lullaby, so let me sing it.
Every time you pull out my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
Yes,
I'm feeling you. Every time you pull out my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
I'm feeling you, my baby. I'm feeling you, top cherry.
How can you say that you like my style when you don't even call baby? How can you say that you want me close when you won't even call baby? I don't even call, even come. I don't even call baby. I don't even come, even call. Don't even call baby.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling, baby you my thing. Since you on my team, easy gon' win. Exercise you every day, you my gym. Fantasize you every night in my dreams. Let go for a swim, put on the string. Booty poppin', easy boy Tim. Eat you up like a fish river brim. Tall glass of sexy girl, I wanna drink. Pumuga, so the feeling is spiritual. Different kind of love, so my love is unusual. Punduga, falling for you official. Baby you the girl, oh, my girl, oh.
You. Every time you pull out my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
Yes,
I'm feeling you. Every time you pull out my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo. I'm feeling you. Every time you pull out my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
Yes,
I'm feeling you. Every time you pull out my heartbeat more.
You're the only one that I'm feeling for.
I only wanna be with you, Kefimbo.
Yeah, that was Sunny Boy right there with none other but Untitled Funny Pie, Top Cherry. Morning, gentlemen.
Moro. Hello.
Welcome to the Morning Mix Informanté live.
Neville Sunny Boy got married. Do you know that?
Oh, he got married.
Yeah, he got married.
Against
I think
who?
Yeah.
You must always marry against somebody. It's like
it's a
Coffee,
It's
explain
like-
this to me. What? I have no idea what you're talking
when
about.
you get married, you don't get married to somebody. You always get married against somebody. It's like Arsenal is playing against Liverpool. Because that is where the game starts. Is when once you cut that chocolate wedding cake,
It becomes a contest.
then it becomes a us's and the them type of thing. Then all the love is finished.
So I am married against mevrou.
You are married against Mevrou Basson.
And that's why I won't get married.
No, but I think you are right when you say that.
Yes, because it becomes a lifelong competition. So Sunny Boy got married.
Yeah.
Against who?
What's her name?
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't remember her name.
It's fine.
But it's his
He got
long-time
married-
girlfriend.
He got married against.
Yeah, it's his long-time girlfriend.
Yeah.
And there was this thing that he was exposed, I think it was last year. And
Right.
people were going on, the girl left him and all that. And
Julle het mos die WhatsApps van Sunny Boy rondgestuur. Julle,
Yeah.
you story
that's
lorries.
my friend.
It's like Will Smith is married against Jada.
Yeah. No.
And then he goes and smacks other people.
Jada Smith married against Will.
Yes.
She is the one
It's
that
like-
decided, Will, we are getting married
A lot
this
of
Friday.
soccer player have smacked the referee.
Yes.
And that's exactly what happened.
And Jada actually said, you will marry me.
You will.
And there's
You
nothing
will.
you can do about it.
Yeah. Because
you will.
you will be my rock
Yes. Forever.
forever.
Smack me.
We will rock you.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Ek stem saam met Akuna Usiku. Mitch J hou van stories. Ja.
What?
Ja, like me, ne? Me, as I sit here, I don't like stories. I don't like to talk other people's stories. Yeah. I'm here to listen to the news of coffee.
There we go.
Ne?
Factual and on time.
Factual stuff. That is the only reason I'm here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't like cloth.
Firm but fair.
Yeah, if you don't like stories, I don't like. Coffee doesn't like cloth. I don't like cloth.
You don't like cloth.
Yeah, if you don't like stories, that's it.
Guys, it's so good to be back in the studio.
We missed you.
Yeah, no, I missed you guys too. Guys, this is
Guys,
really
if you see in the cake, there's like a hole in the middle.
Willem Hamukwaya sê 3 manne en 1 koek.
Yes.
I will tell them about the cook story now, net, ne?
Estomish is nie ek nie, okay? Hallo. It's not me. Mitch is die story lorry. Okay? Ja. Jay's die story lorry. Kom ons sê gou môre vir almal. JD môre, Estomish. Yeah, Estomish, I wish I was in Dubai. Yeah, people were asking me. Everybody was in Dubai. Why didn't you go to Dubai? No. Ek bly net hier like Gaza. Helene Nambau says, hello crew, Robust Blossom, more. Norma Guth. Let's quickly talk about this, guys.
Yes.
Norma, we just want to say to you, you know what? You are so special to us.
Very, 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 very special.
We love you. You have been, I'm telling you, my sister, you've been the currency. You are the currency of the show in the mornings. And for you to take you could have done something else with your life.
Yes.
on a daily basis. But you see the need to log in and to watch our show, which has become your show. I wasn't here yesterday. I just want to say, my sister, happy belated birthday. Jy het seker al klaar vir haar gesê.
Ons
happy
het.
birthday.
Nee, ek wil
did.
net weet, ek wil net hê sy moet weet, you are the Monique of my heart, the Natalie of my soul. and the more of my kidneys. I'm very grateful.
He's a poet and he doesn't know it.
Ja.
Wow.
But thank you so much, man. And this is what it means to be here. Like, this is why I love the show.
So
Oh, thanks.
that is just for everybody to know what we have here in the middle, courtesy of Norma Guth. She sent this to us. This Norma Guth se koek.
En ons sal hom eet.
Ons eet Norma Guth se koek vandag. We will let you know
Yes.
how good her cook smacks.
Kyk net hierso.
Ja.
That is what Norma did for us.
Ja, ons weet nie of Norma se koek droog of nat is nie.
Ons sal later proe.
Ons sal later proe of haar koek nat of droog.
En ek hou nie
Is.
van droog koekie.
Hou jy nie van droog koek nie?
Why not?
Droog koek is soms lekker.
Hard to swallow.
Yeah, it's baie like dit sit op die tong.
Sit dit op die tong. Well, then there's something wrong. Then there's something wrong with your palate.
Yes. Dis wat hy namma sounds
The
vandaan kom.
servant, né?
Hierdie koek.
Ja, ja. It is your responsibility as a man,
Yes.
né? To wet your palate.
Ja.
To wet the cake.
Maar sommige is jy kry die microwave koeks. Daai wat jy net in die microwave van sit en bommetjies stel.
Ja.
Maar dan kry jy die koek wat jy op die vuur net, jy moet gaan blaas. Dis vuur, dit vat lang.
Stoot gou gery koek so toe. Nee, so ek wil
Aan die kant toe. Hierdie koek het 'n gat in hom.
Hy koek het 'n gat. Die koek het 'n gat in hom.
En ons is 3 manne.
Oshi koekoek.
Ons Ek wil net sê nee, as dit kom by koek,
Ja.
ek eet eerste. Ja. I don't eat sloppy. I mean, yeah, 3 seconds. Willem Amokwaya, môre, Estomich, môre, Jessica, môre, Mutatio Karstens, môre. Ja, Norma Guth. Shita Kuye, moro. Listening from Omashete. Boy, Omashete.
Oh my shit.
Boy, Omashete Uripi.
Machete.
You know,
Machete, right? Oh yeah. Oh, the region.
it's
The region.
Yeah. This is a
Ek bly
good
by hom met
start to
kalf.
the
Omashete.
Ek bly by hom met koud.
Listen, Shia Kude, Pratena Rutenga, I have never been to Omashete. How do I get to Omashete? Please. I have no idea.
Is dit die
Have you never been
Omaruru
there?
goede nie?
You could be right.
Ja. en
Machete
ek-
is a region, guys.
Ja, maar is dit die waar
Is it a
Omaruru
place?
begin?
Is it not a town?
Omaruru.
Machete is Oma. This was a region.
Yeah, it can't be a region.
Oh, it's a town.
It
I'm
must
learning
be,
as I go along.
it's Omashete must be a little village somewhere.
Okay.
It's not the
I-
region.
Let me be honest, I don't know it.
Yeah, you
I
don't
thought
know.
you guys were talking about a punk.
I 20 man.
Never you watched that movie was Machete.
Huh?
That guy from
Omachete is a
Desperado.
village in the Irongo region of Namibia.
There you go.
See?
It's
On the road D2344 from Omaruru to Korigas.
So
Omaruru.
We've learned something here today.
Yeah. So you drive to kyk so as ek So if I drive like yesterday, this is the road that I drove.
Omaruru to Korigas.
So want ek het verby Karibib gery.
Yeah.
I went because I was just outside Usakos yesterday. So you take then the Omaruru road.
Yes.
Dan gaan jy daar kalkveld goede om.
Dis reg, dan moet jy daar ergens links draai.
Nee.
then you must go up to Korigas.
Yeah, I figured
It belongs to the Daures electoral constituency.
Oh, it's Taurus constituency. Aha.
But there are plans to split from it to become constituency of its own. So now even more constituencies, even more regions, even more. This is a ruling party move. This is.
We know.
Now we are being accused again of adding more regions for the Swapo party.
Oh, these votes were so close, but then Omachete took it all.
Seriously.
No,
Yeah,
man.
man. You can just create a little district and then you come out like,
This.
you just have like
Jessica Amon
1,000
says,
people staying there.
Jessica Amon says, you two will never see heaven. This is what she's saying.
No, she says,
two.
you guys will never. Jessica says, you guys, that includes you. You coming to hell with us.
I am only 31 now. You guys are 50. You are about to see heaven. I still have to.
Natalie of your soul, Casa. Say Natalie.
Oh, you can never be romantic with a Nama girl. You can never be. You can even tell her like, oh, you can buy her a car. Autostraße.
Autostraße.
Natalie, I love you, Straße. No, you can never be romantic. You buy an iPhone,
Listen.
say, well, die slippy scene.
Slappy sa mabaha.
Slippy, but mama, I maybe you took it from somebody.
Say for me, Mitch, what does Trasa mean? Because everybody uses the word now in the location.
When did I stop? What that thing?
Kaufi, it became
Trasa is like, how can I best explain it? It's like Jay said, it's like Jay will iman afskat ne. So and somebody gives you something and you don't want it. It's like that, like as if for me, it's as if you want to say it's not for you, but
so Trasa,
there's
it's
no-
a
I
way
don't-
of rejection.
yeah, it's a way of like,
So like, nah,
yeah,
Trasa.
like
Do you have a hand movement with it?
Akaritina, you know. Yeah, you have to do it like that. You have to do it like that.
Trasa.
Now
So
check-
Will Smith must have said, hey, Trasa.
Bond has casa. But it's more like if somebody buys you something or gives you something that you don't want, and you go like, blomme.
Trasa.
Okay, I
As
get
a
it.
blomme.
Okay.
Koop jy vir my blomme.
Is that all?
Jy moet vir my miskien kookolie gekoop.
Koop jy blomme.
John Shombe sê, julle twee is onbeskof. Ja, dis wat
That
John
would be
Shombe
Mitch
sê.
and Neville.
Ja. Willem Hamukwaya sê, Norma het chocolate op haar koek. Estomich says, watch your diabetes, old guys. Yeah, when the ants start walking around us after we eat the cake, then we'll know we got diabetes. As die mure om ons draai. Shora Kawenji says, morning top fans and MMC family. Daar is 'n lekker nat koek, gents. Ja, ons ken. Okay, is nie jou koek nie. Ja.
En dis al
Never
die proe nie.
is good your mom doesn't watch the show. Unruly boys. Calvie, hou jy ook van breinkoek? Vra Wilhelm Bolly. Can you please answer the question?
I always love brain cook.
Okay, dankie. Yeah. We really need female presence on the show. There's too much testosterone and locker room talk here. Vanessa Koibeb. Vanessa, you are on the show. What do you mean there's no female presence on the show? Norma Guth is here. Estomish is here.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Most
guys
of
are
them
all
are
here.
actually female.
You are, yeah, like Mitch would say, females. The females are here.
But why is it always the females that want to see the females?
Yes. Why?
Ja, wat is hulle se
It's not the
probleem?
guys that want to see the females.
Yeah. I doch thank you guys so much, and I also can't be without the show. Thank you so much, Norma. We very much appreciate it. Mitch, don't play with hero names. Mutindi will come for you. It's a village in that side of Omaruru. Neville, your Chongarero people are from Omaruru. Aha. My Chongarero family comes from there, Estomich. Okay. Omaruru is our town. Omashete is a village. You guys are more than welcome to come visit. Shiri! Okay, we'll come. Guys, you will not be disappointed after tasting my cook. Hey!
That's it.
That's say. We will tell you tomorrow who smaak jou koek. Tangeni with a capital say, sports news please. African World Cup qualification was finalized yesterday. Unfortunate scenes where a stampede contributed to the death of Zambian doctor who was on duty in the Nigerian-Ghana match. Wow, Tangeni. We'll check up on that a little bit.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's rather unfortunate. Mutatio, Nadi, wie is hierdie Mitch mannetjie wat nie vir ankels gesien het nie, maar jou soul soek. Ja. Koek is koning. Sê Freshiana. Okay? Estomish sê Kofi finally eating chocolate cake.
At long last.
Ja, Natalie sê hom tog ankel, kom gee hom sommer 'n klap.
Ek is die Chris Rocky.
Ja, female trasa. Ja, as jy nou kan bietjie sê female trasa. Ja, so. Ja. Kaufman,
Yes.
kom ons hoor wat het jy vir ons te gee hier by die nuus vandag.
Very serious.
Informanté News. Informanté News. Firm but fair.
This is Informanté Live, and these are our top stories. Shock, anger, and dismay are but some of the reactions of villagers after drought relief food was found expired in a private storage facility belonging to Philemon Gipangwa, the hitman of the Okambebe A village in the Okwanyama tribal area. The food has been in storage since 2019 and expired in 2020, but was only discovered recently by some members of the community. The discovery angered villagers, saying they failed to understand how their leader could lock up the drought relief food for years while there were needy members of his community who would have benefited from the timely distribution of such foodstuffs. We have more than 20 families in the village that require assistance, but the food is locked in his personal storage instead of distributing it to those who need it, a villager said. Ongenga Constituency Councillor Matthew Shikongo said his office is aware of the situation. A cell phone theft incident which occurred on Sunday at about 3:30 led to the brutal attack and subsequent death of a man in Koisipmund in Walvis Bay. According to the Namibian police, the deceased was part of a group of people who ran off after stealing a cell phone from a moving vehicle in the area of Wiziman Bar in Koisipmund. They were then chased by another group, which possibly included the owner of the cell phone, and the deceased was attacked and severely injured once they caught up with him. The police stated that the victim was taken to the Walvis Bay State Hospital and eventually transferred to the Windhoek State Hospital, where he died on Monday due to injuries sustained. Further details regarding the deceased are still unclear at this stage, and the police confirmed that no arrests have been made. And finally, a total of 263 learners from Inana in the Oangwena region completed water safety training presented by Monarch Lifeguard and Emergency Services. This comes in the wake of the disturbing number of drowning cases reported, especially in the northern regions during the rainy season. The training sessions were done from the 21st to the 25th of March and were attended by 165 learners from Green Acres Private School and 98 from Moses Gishekwa Pre-Primary School. Your Trustco share price today, the 30th of March, is $1.25 per share. Taking a brief look at the financial indicators, the Namibia dollar is trading against the US dollar at 14 Namibia dollars and 60 cents, against the euro at 16 Namibia dollars and 20 cents, and against the British pound at 19 Namibia dollars and 10 cents. This is Informanté Live, and these were our top stories. You can find all on our website, which is informante.web.na.
Informanté News. Informanté News. Informanté News. Firm but fair.
It's the third week of our Easter competition on Informanté Live. This week's competition is a photo shoot with compliments of AB Photography. You stand a chance to win a voucher to the value of 1,500 Namibia dollars for a photo shoot. All you have to do is type hashtag AB Photography in the comment section of the competition post on our Informanté Live Facebook page. This week's competition ends on the 30th of March, and winners will be announced on social media. The corona cases, just in case I'm not getting an opportunity to tell them, is currently 164 active coronavirus cases in Namibia.
Hoeveel?
164.
Okay.
With newly confirmed cases 7, recoveries 15, and deaths at 0. But I also had a quick look at our neighboring countries. You know, because we are seeing a huge spike in China.
Yeah.
We're seeing a huge spike in the UK. Europe is also starting to go up again. for some other reason. But South Africa is slowly on the upward trend
Again.
again. So please remember now, China's on the upward trend, South Africa's on the upward trend, Europe is on the upward trend. But Botswana, Angola, and Namibia are here in the just over the 100 active cases in all three countries.
Wow.
So we're being surrounded by good Angola, good Botswana, but bad South Africa.
Yeah, I just don't know if we can still call it bad South Africa. I'm just, ek is gatvol, regtig waar. I don't know how we gonna. I mean, if we just look at sport in South Africa, I just don't know how do clubs survive.
Yes.
It's been 2 years that clubs, soccer clubs, rugby clubs, cricket clubs perhaps also, there's just no monthly, weekly income because nobody's allowed at stadiums. How
Right.
do these clubs survive?
Yeah. There's no economy
There's
because
just no
nobody
economy.
can get together. Nobody can buy and sell.
It's terrible. And like you do say, nobody can buy and sell. And I mean just the spin-offs of these soccer rugby matches where people, you know, where the informal sector comes on the outside to come and sell their braai and fat cookies
Sure.
and what.
Kapana.
I mean, it just stimulates the whole economy
Yes.
from the bottom up,
Yes.
and it's just not there.
Please,
I don't believe.
it's-
Okay.
It's like this whole scenario. Please pay Peter so Peter can pay Tom.
Yes.
So Tom can pay Paul so
Yes.
Paul can pay me.
Yes,
That's it.
yes.
I don't want us to get back to that position again. I think China started this whole thing because they don't want to support Russia. They just announced that just a week after Russia asked for their help in to send some troops to help them with the war, and then boom, they went under lockdown. Come on.
Okay, so China.
Also, it's
So
a political thing. He's got a point.
I'm just like China will miskini help.
Yeah, because you've got a very good point there, Mitch. Very good point. I've never thought of it that way.
And now we have to get back to that lockdown stories. Lockdown. Why is the new wave starting in China? Why is it starting in China again? Now that we are all getting.
It's always been there.
Nee, Putin, los my, ek is bezig.
Yeah, but my soldiers are under lockdown. No, I that's just my view. And look at this. There are reports that the former Chelsea owner Abramovich was poisoned, and he's currently recovering from chemical drug. Following
Yeah,
the
it's him
peace
and
negotiation.
another one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's now
So-
big rumors that he's got poisoned.
And these are people that were like they wanted to negotiate peace with Ukrainians
Yes.
and Russia, like to have to sit around the table. But what they did, what they were talking about, Putin, they were like, yeah, Putin is like putting their money at risk and everything. Now my guy was like, okay,
Putin is like Putin.
Putin is putting our money on risk. Like my guy, like, oh, you want to play with me? Huh?
Yeah.
You don't know I'm from Russia. Still.
I'll poison your ass.
Yeah. Guys, just some quick World Cup qualifier results. Let me just quickly see. Yesterday, Mali and Tunisia had a 0-0 draw. Morocco beat the DR Congo, the DRC 4-1. Cameroon beat Algeria 2-1. So Cameroon wins on away goals. Senegal beat Egypt 1-0. Nigeria Nigeria and Ghana played to a 1-1 draw. Yeah, these are games that I don't know. I didn't really check the World Cup qualifiers, any World Cup qualifiers in the last week or so. Yeah, I was too busy watching. I think in the last 48 hours, Will Smith and Chris Rock basically overtook any news. Not even they even slapped the taste out of the Ukrainian war. That is what happened there. So, yeah. Natalie said, the weather please, ek wil vanaand so aan 'n auntie se kind loop visit. O, jy wil vanaand 'n ander auntie se kind loop visit. Yeah, Willem, we obviously wait to see if COVID will spike in winter. Okay. Esther said, Kofi and Neville representing the grey hair community. Welcome to Old Age Home.
Yes.
My
yes.
people. Esther, I need to ask you a personal question. Okay? And please, it's really for my self-interest here. Okay? And if there are girls out there who feel like they want to answer, please feel free or comment on it. Esther, what is your preference when it comes to a guy's personal appearance, when it comes to facial hair? Okay, I've been growing my beard now for the last 2-3 weeks, sporting a lot of gray hair. What's the perception of men wearing the beard the way that I wear my beard? Does it make me look old? Is it cool? Is it sexy? Is it what? Ek vra maar net. Sometimes I like to be clean shaven. Sometimes I like a beard. What's women's take? Kofi always says kissing a man without a beard.
No,
is
kissing
like,
a man with a beard is like eating soup with a fork.
Oh, okay.
You just cannot get enough.
You can't get enough.
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
I think her taste is this. A beard that's not connecting.
A beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you also have got to talk about the style of beard. Like if you've got a nice little cuddly Kofi beard.
Yeah.
No, they
But
like
if
the
you've got this
bokbaard.
long thing, it's like the man in the boss.
Yeah.
They like the bokbaard, I think. It must just be there.
Nee.
You know.
Honestly, if mevrou had a choice, she wouldn't want me to have a beard at all.
Really?
She doesn't like it.
She's a smooth operator.
She likes me clean cut. And sometimes I do feel like, listen, los me eet, ek wil met 'n baard loop. Sometimes I do
Yes.
like to be clean cut. Maria Aziz Moratates, Natalie says, so Neville, my antwoord was nie genoeg nie. Nee, ek vra, because Estomich made the point. I just want to reconfirm. What's tragic? Samuel L. Jackson won the Lifetime Achievement Award.
Wow.
Anthony Hopkins was recognized. That was not shown. Really sad. Very true, Estomich. I think what happened with Wills and Chris was really overshadowed everything.
Just for me to also find out that actually this year's Oscars were actually organized by a black guy. He was the main dude that was organizing like the Oscars. And people wanted to talk about him. People also wanted to recognize him, but that thing overshadowed the whole Oscars. I think Jim Carrey even said that.
Yes, Jim Carrey said
Carrey-
No, he was
Hollywood.
pissed off.
Jim Carrey said if it was him, he would have sued him for 200 million. And here comes the thing. He also made, and I quote, he said, Hollywood has lost its backbone.
Yeah. You know what? We need to try, as difficult as it is, and as much love as I have for Will Smith personally.
Yes, me too.
For us to sit here and romanticize his action because he stepped up for his woman.
Neville Zelly and I were sitting in the garden last night.
Yeah.
Looking at the stars with a little fire in the background, drinking whiskey, and she was drinking wine. And we actually discussed this whole thing. Look, it's not going to stop me from still watching Will Smith.
Yes.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's
Yeah.
not as if I'm sitting here and
Yeah.
I'm saying, listen, Will Smith, I will never look at your movies again. That's a crock of crap if I were to say that. Okay? Because I love the man's acting. I loved his movies. I still love his movies. This was a very, very, very unfortunate incident. And I think we can just move on and let it. And it also will give Hollywood the chance now again to ensure that this doesn't happen again. We are human beings. We forgive. I take my hat off to Chris Rock. You know, he's actually to a large degree. Yeah, sure. He made that comment. By all means, but he kept himself together.
But then again, you know what? 2 days after what happened, as wrong as Chris was by saying what he said, worse has been said on stage at
Yes.
these awards.
Was.
And really, for me to sit here and realize again that Will basically reacted upon how
Yes.
Jada reacted.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he initially laughed at it.
He laughed
Then
at
he
it.
looked at Jada, and then he went to go and smack him.
Yeah.
Nee, man.
Yeah.
And look at this. In the late 90s on the Arsenio Hall's show, Will Smith made a similar joke about
A
a
bald
guy
guy.
that's suffering the same disease or illness as his wife.
Wait a minute.
I
Is
sent
it-
you
is
that
it-
even.
No, I saw the clip, but the clip does not say that the guy suffers from the same illness.
It was the guy that plays on.
Yes, but the
Saturday
guy's
Night-
just bald.
okay. But it's
He just referred to the guy being bald and needs to.
What's
We've
the-
got to
what's
be
the-
careful here.
Yeah.
Neville
Let
is
me just-
also bald.
Yeah, I'm also
Start up,
bald.
he's going
Yeah,
to
but
clap
it's
you.
And I love my bald head.
you guys are you guys are acting as if this is a terminal illness or what. This is just a illness.
Hair loss illness.
It's a hair loss illness that
I have
people
hair
that-
loss.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So it's not a terminal
the-
illness, fourth stage
and
cancer
he's
and
Okay,
stuff.
okay,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
The new generation doesn't even want hair.
So
No,
why
they
you-
want hair.
No, they don't.
We have made jokes about Michael having AIDS. There's comedians.
Michael who?
What is it? Michael Jordan? Not Jordan. Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Having AIDS. They made while he was sitting there. They made jokes about guys having bald heads.
I obviously don't agree with that.
Nobody walked up there and smacked this guy. So I'm saying people make jokes about really, really sad diseases and illnesses, and this is what we're getting out of Will. But he made a joke
Yes.
about somebody else being bald. That wasn't cool.
Yeah, cake ne.
And
All
if
I'm
you-
saying, it's what Will Smith, his reaction, in conclusion, on this, it was uncalled for, and I'm not gonna sit here and romanticize this thing that this man stood up for his woman. Because he was not supposed to be doing that. You know, it would have been more commendable if him and Jada decided to get up
And leave. Yeah.
finish and clap.
Because people are like, that's the way a real man has to stand up and protect
Cuck,
his
man.
wife.
And
I'm
by
like,
the way-
when will she start protecting him?
Will
Why
is-
didn't she hold him back?
Will is bigger than Chris Rock.
yeah,
Would Will have slapped The Rock?
no,
If The Rock would have
It's-
made that joke.
It's a different type of
Nice.
rock. It's milestone in we got gemstone.
Yeah.
no, you're right.
He
You're right,
would not
Kofi.
have-
No, he wouldn't.
He wouldn't have.
He knew he had roughly about 20 to 30 kilos on this guy.
Yes.
That's what he knew.
Fat
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah, but when will Jada protect Will? When will she
Yeah.
start? Like, I think your wife is to hold you back from situations like that. When you are gonna start acting irrationally, like she must be like, babe, let's not do this.
Yeah.
Let's talk with Chris, because Chris is a friend of ours. These
Yeah.
people know each other. It's like, hey, you're not gonna do it. I know you saw me. I felt uncomfortable, and you feel like you should defend me, but this is not a platform.
Yeah.
That's you as a queen defending your king, because he just embarrassed himself to the whole world.
Yep. As to Mitch said, you were supposed to be on Mitch's show proposing. We don't forget. Yeah, Tangeni, we will talk about this village headman. We will talk about it now. Who decide to not give out food, the drought relief food.
Yes.
Yeah,
His
Baga.
name is Philemon
Yeah.
Kipangwa.
Keep his name for Mugu of the Week.
Yes.
And Will Smith. We got two.
Yeah. Kofi and Neville represent. Yeah, okay, I read that. The Ronaldo, so Portugal is dear. Last dance for CR7 and Messi. No, Avondre. Yeah, very true. Eh? Jim Ping Pong said, Putin, yes, my bra, but yeah, you are wrong. I no send my troops to the bra. Maybe next time, says Maxwell Chiero. In the recent interview, Vladimir Putin was accused of poisoning political opponents, including Roman Abramovich. This is complete nonsense, replied Putin. I have never considered anyone an opponent. Yay! I read that estimate. Mohau says black, bushy forest is the way to go. Doda vibes, of course. I'm a daughter. I hear you. Mitch, kindly sit down. Daar is geen beard by jou nie, sê Natalie. Maria Aziz says, men with beards. Maxwell says, be proud of your beard. There's gents out there rubbing hair growth oils and women's hair products on their face because they can't grow a beard. Doris say, I love a full beard on a man, so as long as it is a full beard though. Ne? I forgot to greet Mitch. Morning, my boy, says Maria Aziz. Estomish say, I have dated blonde. Oh, I have dated bold, blonde, dark, ginger body type. You gotta be hot, well trained.
Yes, Ed Sheeran.
I am fit, so you gotta be smoking hot, Neville. How fit are you? Mitch the TikToker. Natalie said, beard is my weakness. Will have smacked the rock if he made the same. Zelly. Estomish say, Will joked years ago about a man suffering from alopecia. Is it the same thing that you're talking about?
Yes.
But nobody smacked him. Regina made a joke about single guys and those cheated and called them on the stage. Bradley Cooper and even called Will on. He refused to come on stage. That joke was Entanglement's joke, but Will laughed. Jada is just losing hair, not dying. Will Smith and Jada Smith have a checkered history with Chris Rock, says Trini. They have been a butt of jokes from Chris for some time, and the irony of Chris Rock's joke on the backdrop of this documentary on black woman natural hair versus human hair or wigs and its billion-dollar industry. Kutla Luanga Tilana. Dora says, guys, Will laughed only until before the G.I. Jane joke set in. Only Jada caught it from the beginning. That's why I have been saying the real MVP in the incident is Chris Semuhau, who was able to compose himself in a moment where his reaction could have been justified. True Mitch can't allow Bay to act the fool in public, says Avondre. I nominate Will Smith for Muhu of the Week. I think he needs to be there. Yeah. Estomish said they should have removed him to show respect to Chris, who has hosted that show before. That's why Chris looked right like in Should I Continue. Consequences will come for Will because the Academy are being pressured to do something. Richard Williams spoke. He was clear he didn't condone Will's behavior. He stole those Williams moment with his slap. Not cool. Andrina says, good morning, my guys. Greeting from Mutapi.
But if you are bald and somebody makes a joke, hello.
Kijk. Phew.
It's all fun and games now until it comes to you, and people be out there making jokes about people, things that people can't control, right? Like her baldness, she can't control it. Like she's aging and whatsoever. People can't control probably their body type. People can't control their height. People can't control. But then why are you offended if you are going to say the same same things to other people?
The advantages to all of this. These people never complain about hair in their food.
Of hare tussen hulle tande.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy. It's crazy how
they don't have to go to a hairdresser.
It's almost the end of comedy.
Yeah, ne?
It's almost like we're going to be out of a job.
But then, Neville, why do people then wear wigs? I mean, just put on a wig.
Put on a wig.
I know that you've always said when it comes to African, especially the women, well, why don't they wear their own heads? It's because they have hair put in. There was nothing wrong with that.
And the thing is, she went out on public, like just a week before the Oscars, and she was like, me and this illness are going to be friends. I'm embracing it. So if I say I'm embracing being gay and stuff, and somebody says, are you gay? Now I have to fight that person. Why? It's just like me saying, oh, Hiri Herero.
Who was
And now you want to fight me because I said you're a hero, but you say, I'm a proud hero. But it's a hero though.
Yeah.
Who was that
crazy.
black actress that was bald? She also played, I think, in 007, James Bond, years ago.
That's not Grace Jones.
Was it Grace Jones?
No, Grace Jones was not. She was never bald. She always had a little punk style. That's what she's always had. Maxwell Chiero says somebody will call Will Smith. Somebody call Will Smith to come slap the Namibian government. Hey!
Now there we'll
Yeah.
stand by him.
Yeah. Dion Shizzle says the Chris Rock Will Smith situation I believe stems from 2016 when Chris was going on about the 20 million he received and he too joked about his wife again. So that I believe has been long coming from Will or Jada. Let me see. Will is net te emotional, say Willem. Bring him so we give him a lady around the corner of Avani Hotel. Hey!
I think Will must do something all comedians, rational comedians have done. Get yourself a white woman.
Yeah.
That's your only savior, Will. Right now you need Karen in your life. And I'm calling upon all the white women in this world
To
save
come
Will
and
for us.
Save Will.
Snitch
She
her.
would have stopped him.
Yeah.
Leafy,
No.
don't do it.
Yeah. No. You
Yeah.
better, Will.
Yeah, you're better than him. Dora says, have you all read Chris's statement though? He admitted it was a tasteless joke. Of course he will say that. Of course. I think he's the bigger guy. He would say that it was a tasteless joke. He equally apologized, I guess. I didn't read the statement, Doris, but I think that is probably what he would say. Vessel Monster says, guys, why are we giving this thing so much attention?
I know.
There's certainly more interesting topics. No, of course, we'll get. You're right,
to that.
Vessel. You're right. Estomi say that skinny Chris is strong. He didn't fall flat. Damn, you had that slap all the way in Europe to Africa through. I hear a virus comment now. Through the telly, I felt that smack. Will Jada be with Will if Pac was alive? Will Smith slapping Chris Rock is like Neville slapping Laz. These guys have been friends since the 90s and will be back laughing together soon. Will also issued an official apology to Chris yesterday. Chris Rock claims that he did not know that Jada was suffering. But then there's your answer.
It's all a money-making move. We
Thank
can hardly
you.
wait for the book to come out.
Thank you, Dion Sizzle.
Yes.
For
Chris
that,
must write a book.
if Chris is claiming that he did not know that Jada was suffering from alopecia, then Doris, then there's your answer. The truth is that Jada posted on her condition has affected the self-esteem. So people should be considerate of what they say about it, and we will all never understand to what extent this joke hurt
There's a
Jada because
terrible
it is a
world,
self-issue. Ons moet net verstandig wees. I understand, but I'm just saying.
Nonsense.
I'm just saying, if Chris honestly did not know,
Yes. Then he was
Then-
only referring to G.I. Jane, the movie in which
yes.
Demi Moore was bald.
yes, then this makes it even worse for Will Smith and that bald woman.
200 million.
Yes, sis.
Dat is baie geld.
Yeah. Oh, Chris's people even denied that he's the one that wrote the apology statement. He still didn't comment about it. Oh, wow. Wills needs a Damara chick from Dol. That would make things worse, Avondre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, Will Smith was in Namibia once. En
Yes.
hy klaar daai damara maniere.
Klaar. Tsumeb se Damara maniere.
Dis daarso.
Nee, hy was in Tsumeb. Hy was nergens anders nie.
Nee,
Tsumeb se Damaras.
Will se tender is vir die
Leave Tsumeb
wamboes,
out
die
of
himbas en goede gegee. Nie vir ons. Will het nie een damara gemiet nie. Die enigste damara was die pilot.
Eli.
Ja.
Yes, sis. Hy is
Nee,
fucking
man.
song. Hy song waarop Will Smith so dans. Tamara punch.
But it's a bad thing that happened. And Will must learn from it.
Okay. Nee, you will learn from it.
Yeah. He must
So,
learn.
guys, in other news.
Yes.
I think, let me just first and foremost say, I think it's important that we immediately draft Roy's Mostert in top Jita of the week.
Yeah, I will.
Please. Royus is my hero.
Royus got off the hook.
Yeah, but he got arrested.
He was rearrested, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got rearrested.
Ay,
So just to give you guys...
don't pass begin.
Yeah.
Don't collect $200.
Yeah. Royus has short-lived freedom. Former judicial officer Walter Royus Mosterd's court victory was short-lived as the police acquired a lawful warrant of arrest within hours of his case being provisionally withdrawn. Mostert made an appearance in the Windhoek Magistrates Court before Magistrate Ivan Gavanap for escaping from lawful custody on 5th of November 2021 from the Ouwes Hills Hospital in Ouwesbliek, where he was receiving medical attention. During his appearance, Mostert, who represented himself, informed the court that his first arrest in 2021 was illegal as his warrant of arrest was not signed by a magistrate as required by law. Thus, his second arrest on 24th of March while he was trying to enter Namibia from South Africa via Noordoever was null and void. After the state confirmed that indeed there was no magistrate's signature on the warrant of Mostert's arrest, the court ordered for the matter to be struck from the roll, consequently resulting in his release. However, hours later, Thomas Regional Police Commander Ismail Passon confirmed Mostert was in police custody.
Once again.
So, Kaufi,
Yeah,
I can confirm one thing today in studio. For the longest time, white people accused black people.
Here comes the color again.
Yes,
Yeah,
here comes the color.
Yeah,
Okay.
We will address this issue now.
Yes.
For the longest time, white people accused black people of looking the same.
We've.
Yes. Yeah.
What?
I've heard this all my life. Fuck, julle lyk almal dieselfde. Julle lyk almal dieselfde. We can't differentiate between you people. So, when Royus went through the border post to South Africa, the police knew that they were looking for Royus. Maar nee.
They couldn't recognize him.
No, it's just another white guy.
We've learned from the expert.
Kak, man. Yeah. So it's you. You white people all look the same.
You put Kaufi next to Roy's Mostert, you'd see the difference. Tjere Neville. Nee.
We refuse. We're gonna stick to that.
What kind of nonsense is this? That how did Royus go across to South Africa
Without being recognized.
without being recognized?
I mean,
There was an APB or whatever out for him.
Roy's doesn't look like an oil painting. I mean, it's not like we're looking for a needle in a haystack here.
As 'n hele Royus. As 'n hele Royus.
Because of old age, I think Royus feels like he's not in trouble.
Wag bietjie. Mutumba sê Royus het saam met Steve Hofmeyer gekom.
Nee, man.
Miskien het hulle saamgekom. He was the one. Steve Hofmeyer convinced Royus. Okay, pak my maat, klim jy net hier af. Kry jou aan die ander kant. Toe jaag hy weg. Hoe moet Royus hike? Die bliksem. But anyway, so Royus is back in custody. Case closed. Royus gaan sy Royus kry, and that's just what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because we shouldn't forget, he's actually now arrested for fraud.
Oh yeah, he's been.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Kuna says, at least I know about 5 people that look like Royus in Ocho. Esther says, maybe he dressed as John Travolta in hairspray. I wonder as so waar. Koos en Piet lyk net dieselfde. They look like Kapanas.
Guys, I'm busy sharing stuff.
Julle nee, julle is erg nee. Julle is erg op hierdie. Hey, I wonder, shut up. Okay, the other comments are okay. I'm not doing any more Will Smith comments. That's being rich, Buffo Neville. If you are being honest, and yet she mentioned it on a okay. Yeah. Buffo, it is what it is. Ja, is
Neville,
nou
ek
klaar.
dink ons moet kyk om ons girl swanger te maak van Social Security het bietjie die maternity goed benefits gebump up.
Ah, really?
I saw that.
So what does Social Security pay for a pregnant woman now?
Neville and the
Okay, Social Security bumps up benefits. New maternity, sick leave, and death payouts gazetted. Maternity leave benefit of 100% of basic wage, up to a maximum of 15,000 per month,
Right.
payable for up to 12 weeks.
Well done, Social Security.
Yerr,
At
is
long
bijna.
last, money is
Maar
flowing back.
Sick leave benefit of 75% of basic wage, up to a maximum of $11,250 for 12 months, reduced to 65% of basic wage, up to a maximum of $9,750 afterwards. Death benefit now a single lump sum of 12,000 Namibian
Is that for
dollars.
males and females? We've always got to ask. I mean, I understand the maternity stuff, but I mean, the
We
sick
are
leave.
talking maternity here, Kaufman.
No, maternity is the one, but I mean, you're talking about death benefits and also sick benefits here. That's got nothing to do with maternity.
I'm not too sure. This could be in the let's probably see if there's anything else that they're mentioning in this regard. Okay, expecting women previously opted to work until their due date to avert potential financial losses from the earlier Social Security payout. The death benefit is now a single lump sum of 12,000 compared to the 8,400 received before. They are not actually making it clear as to whether it's a death benefit for a woman who could have died because of
During
labor,
pregnancy.
or pregnancy, etc.
I'd love to know what the
during
benefit.
labor.
Oh yeah, or in case of of labor, of going into labor. I'm not too sure about that. But guys, I think this is obviously a move in the right direction.
Yep.
The fact that women on maternity can get a little bit more benefits, because at the end of the day, it's really for the well-being.
But
of-
what's the
of
benefits for
children.
So
men?
Natalie moet net weet.
Natalie, het jy gehoor, jy moet net weet.
As jy sien, sy kom loop hier rond soos 'n akadus, jy moet ken.
Ja, nee. Maar Mitch, kyk nee, you've been throwing this Natalie issue around here in the studio for the longest time.
I know.
Kom ons vra net vir jou eenvoudig, sal jy vat?
As Natalie skep.
Ja.
Ek eet op.
Oh, jy sal opeet. Oh,
Ja.
okay, nee, is reg. Okay.
En vat hy toe 'n yskrembak.
En 'n yskrembak, okay, dis na.
Ja, but
You know it.
I wanted to always know, like, why don't we as and I know we have some policies that also, like, our policy is different.
We're still on the
Social Security.
Social Security benefit.
But
Yeah.
our policy is different. I think I read something like my girlfriend has to come sign off that she wants me at home. Like, can I get maternity leave too, like at least for 2 months or something?
I think, but okay, good question. So are they saying your girlfriend or your wife must come and sign off
Yeah.
that you need to be home?
That she wants you and that you are actually there to help her.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think it's a fair one. I think it's fair. And I'll explain. And you guys, okay, let's just put context to this again. So before we discuss this, because this is a very interesting point that you're bringing up here. So guys and girls out there, what Mitch is saying allegedly is that when your woman goes into labor, ne, and the baby is born, your woman, your wife or your girlfriend must sign off herself that she allows you to assist her at home, that you can also have the maternity leave to be with her at home.
Yep.
Okay. My position is this. I think she is within her rights to ask that, because only her knows what your level of accountability is stemming from your relationship. If it's a girlfriend that was just cloffing, okay, for you to obtusely just go and get the benefit, knowing if she knows that you will never be part of helping her every day changing diapers. Wag net gou. Gee die bottel. Smeer haar voete. Help om die baba se winde uit te vryf, etc., etc. Then you have no right to be there with her. If you are a man that she knows, you are a man of responsibility, he's a loving, caring husband, of course she will sign it off.
So Mavutu,
That's
as
my
jy
point.
getroud is en die Mavutu raak nou swanger. Jy's getroud. As nie die wife wat swanger is die Mavutu. So sê jy die reg om nie kom af te teken vir jou.
I would prefer that she doesn't come sign off anyway.
But Neville, we also pay social security. What do we get from social security?
Go find something else.
Okay, maar nou kom betaalmans mense dan social security dan.
That's exactly what I'm asking. What are the benefits for
Ja,
men?
wat is die benefits vir ons? Neville, ons kry niks vir die geld wat ons betaal hier.
Jy het mos lekker gekry.
Niks
Ou,
lekker
jy moes
gekry. Sy het ons
klop.
ook lekker gekry.
Ja.
It's always this one-sided view.
Wat sê julle daar buitekant?
Yeah.
It's
Must a guy also get maternity leave?
Maternity
No.
payments.
Must the woman sign off on your maternity leave or not?
Hier alles al ons kry.
Hulle-
I'm even like, why did I even bring that up? It could work. Somebody in our government could be listening. Oh, Dina praat die waarheid. But let's just be honest. Men do not have reproductive rights. Nee? So ons kan
What
nie
do
eens met
you
die-
want?
Ons ja, hoe
What do you
can we at
want?
least just win once?
Wat wil jy? Wat se wen? Is it a game?
Kan ons net by een ding wen, Neville?
Luister,
Hoe betaal ons
Mitch,
social security en ons
Mitch,
kry niks nie,
Mitch,
Neville?
jy sal wen, nee? If you are a responsible husband or responsible boyfriend who is there to assist, then your woman will sign off and you can stay home and you can enjoy the benefit.
Neville, so die 12 days en gaan na hart ook.
Dit gaan nie na haar toe nie. It's obviously in her name because she went into labor. Of course, that $12,000 will go to taking care of the baby.
I'm still not getting that, Neville. Like ons het klaar nie reproductive rights nie. At least kan ons ook net leave kry op ons eie om te sê net 3 maande, my broer, you were there when the cravings were there. You were what? Just go rest a little bit. Kan ons nie see that kry nie, Neville?
Then
Is
you
that
need
too
to
much
go.
ask?
Then you need to go to Mzansi, because Trini says in Mzansi, men get 10 days unpaid leave
Yeah.
when your child is born.
Unpaid.
Unpaid. Oh, unpaid. Yeah.
We are not winning, Neville.
Yeah, you take leave, but we're just not going to pay you.
Ah, hey Trini. Nee,
Man.
man, umfowethu.
This-
Neville, okay.
Unpaid. No, how does Mzansi laws work like that?
We are not winning.
Kaufi, just for your information, if
Yes.
if we refer to Mzansi, Mzansi is the traditional name of South Africa,
Right.
which means people of the South, because they
okay.
are South
People.
Like, yeah, they are people. They are the people
So
of
what,
South
what
Africa.
does West mean?
Kenny.
Because then...
Wizards.
what does West mean? Then we would be
Wizards.
Mzansi West.
No, we'll be like, us.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
yeah, we'll
West.
be yeah, you.
We are
I
then
get-
Southwest.
Yeah, Mzansi
They are
West.
South, we are Southwest.
Mzansi West Africa.
Word for Mutumba. Mitch wants to stay home and drink Richelieu and Coke for the next 2 weeks.
At least that never.
Op die swakste.
Okay, of dan moet die vrou ten minste sê, jy sien, I'm 9 months, I'm 8 months, so here is my friend Patricia. She will take care of your other needs. Something must happen. We got to win, never. Why should I get en ek betaal for social security? Hoekom moet ek unpaid leave hê? Hoekom dan social security nie vir my betaal nie? But seriously, have you really thought about it? How much money we pay to social security
I haven't been. Mevrouw has not been pregnant in 13 years. I don't even remember, especially when it comes to your other duties that you just refer to. How long after the baby is born?
Yeah, exactly.
You're supposed to.
I mean, why don't you just?
Not
I mean, it's just giving birth. Go to hospital, give birth. 2 days later, gaan werk.
I remember when I didn't want to do it. Ek wil dat nooit gedoen het. I feel uncomfortable doing
You
it.
didn't want to do what?
Kloof.
Yes. After the birth of the baby.
As soon as it was like a spit down, I was like, oh.
Off bounds.
Jy ken nie.
Ek hou nie van sukkel nie, nee. Ek hou nie van sukkel.
We have to talk about Philemon Gipangwa at some stage.
You just
Yeah, we
gave
were-
your size away here.
Ooh, nee, ek praat nie van die sukkel nie. Ek praat van die vrouwmens pijn, omdraai. And then you don't know if you have to feel bad for her or feel freaky. You don't know what is paining and what is, you don't know why she is moaning. Is it because the kid is turning or is it you? You don't know.
But nevertheless, I think for me, myself and I, thank you to Social Security that they've stepped in and they are taking care of
I want my money.
of our Namibian girl child and our Namibian women. Yes, they are all there, and it's all to the benefit of the babies who will become men and women, stand up members of Namibian society.
Are they going to become
When
men
we
and
are-
women or other?
These are the people that bring in children like mustard.
On that note, Kalfi, I'm just saying I don't want to make it a conversation, but this thing is pissing me off more and more.
I know.
It's pissing me off more and more. World sport needs to please, I beg them, relook this bullshit of what is happening in sport at the moment.
Yes.
It will kill women's sport.
I mean,
That guy is not a woman. That woman must stay out of swimming. Apparently,
we've now got a cyclist.
yes.
We've now got a cyclist.
Apparently, women are saying this guy is walking around met sy ballas loop daar in die stort rond
Yes, it's a woman with male genitals.
with male genitals. They have to look at this fool.
So technically you are not you didn't transition yet.
Kom maar.
Yeah, you didn't. So you cannot be called a trans woman because you didn't transition yet.
Here.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's technically you still having the male genitals.
Kak man. Seriously. It you know, this thing is growing on me at the moment. That this man is allowed to compete with women in a sport code that he was useless in when before he claimed himself to be a woman. Okay.
They said I won that women's swimming competition fair and square, and any woman that has a problem with that can suck my. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, I heard that. I heard that one. So I saw Joop sent me the other day sent me a meme of guys on motorbikes saying that these guys these motorbikes they are actually cyclists. It's a bicycle that feels like I want to be a motorbike now. But they feel like they want to be a cyclist. So they can go with their motorbikes now and go and take part in a cycling competition.
Yeah,
because the bike feels like he's a bicycle.
He
The
identifies
motorbike
as
feels
a-
like he's a bicycle.
Oh my goodness.
So you wake up the next morning and you have the right to choose.
To choose.
I will go.
hell
I
does
will go
that
this afternoon to the gym
Felt-
and go break the women's
felt kinda
deadlift
off.
record.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go do it. And
because
I'll,
I feel like a female.
I'll identify as a woman.
No,
before I do
say
that.
female.
As a female.
Yeah, I like it when you say it.
Yeah, female is.
Yeah.
No, you must get. Like, and then I'll just break the. But why do we allow it? And don't we think it will be a great disadvantage to our kids?
Yeah, Estomich. Now go and remove the male genitalia. Go and remove it. Okay? That is what he's most now a female.
Yes.
In the voice of Mitch. The British as a cyclist. Yeah, Kaufi. Women need some time to recover after childbirth. So, gents, trek drat whilst your lady is in recover mode and can come back on the field to play with you. I don't agree with you, Alfredo Gaines. I don't agree with you on that trek topic. Unscrupulous comment that you are
Bring
making
your
here.
friend.
Trini says, worry, bring your friend. Okay, yeah. Mitch says, bring your friend. Trini says, you can claim. I forsake me. Line J, man.
The one we trust. Most.
Yeah. You can claim 66% of your base pay from UIF for those 10 days, just like you're claiming 66% of your baseline pay from Social Security. This is what Trini says. That's what's happening in Mzansi. DC Yamaruru says, Neville, do you know since Hage take over as president, civil servants have never got salary increment? You know what, DC Yamaruru?
Nonsense.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. The economy of this country has not been what it is supposed to be. If you would put yourself in the shoes of a lot of private companies who did not just not get a salary increment, but people lost their jobs. Okay? Companies closed down, people got retrenched, or people's salaries have been cut by 50%, etc., etc. The fact that you are a government official and you got your full pay during the height of COVID. Shut up. Shut up. You are okay.
You're doing more than well.
You are doing more than well. Go open up your car wash, your salon, your cabana stand, or whatever to create more conduits of income in your life. You can't depend on your salary alone. Try ander dinge.
Ons het die story gepreach for a long time. It won't help. It won't help. And this is the thing, as you're growing with people. And you know, soos ek gesê, black tax mos. Jy moet jou ouers ook omsien. Jy gaan nie jou ouers omsien, jou broers omsien, jou suster goede, en nog jou kind, jou vrou, jou. You will have to do something else. You will have to do something else, cause and things happen in life, man. You'll have to do something else to keep your standard of living.
Yeah. Kyk, Kofi, I don't know how stuff works with you guys in the white community. But the level of black tax that we are paying is nie a grap nie.
Right.
The fact that Kofi, as I sit here, it's entrenched in my who I am. I have but no choice to take care of my household.
Right.
With my 4 children. My mother-in-law. My mother. And some clandestine cousin here who needs something now, here and there, or whatever. It is tough to take care of
everyone.
You guys are obviously you represent 3% of the Namibian population, so your families are much smaller in numbers. But in your communities, do you guys also have family members that actively depend on your support? Or how do you guys deal with?
Oh yes.
How do you deal with white tax.
with white tax.
You're required to, you're obligated
Yes.
to do it.
Yes.
Like, you'll have to take care of me every month. I'm your mom. I'm your father.
Right.
I'm
Your
still-
sister se kind, your broer se kind.
We do have that with our elders.
Oh,
we
okay.
do have that, where, for instance, let's say your parent is now becoming of age and is not employed anymore, and let's say life has been lived honestly and also dignifiedly.
Yes.
But now it's come to the point where you are now of age, you can't work anymore, and the money is just not there to follow through. Right, then we definitely find that there's going to be support. But we also find community support quite a lot. So for example, I told you guys last week, we went to go and have a braai at the old age home. So
You do that a
it's not a lot. Well, not every weekend,
Yeah.
but we, so there's definitely a community support thing amongst friends, to go and have a look at where's the need, because there's always a need. All you have to do is just go and find it, and then go and contribute to it. In whichever way you can. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but go and identify that need, because that need is out there, whether it's now orphans or whatever it is, and then go and assist, because it's what any good human being should be doing.
I think Mitch, and I like what Kaufi mentions here, and that's something that we in the black community must make priority, because I love how, and that's not an isolated incident or idea that you talk about. My stereotype is a lot of white people, what white people do a lot, and it seems like that to me. They do collective projects to uplift certain communities or
That-
their communities.
That way,
This-
the whole package is not on you.
Yes.
So you like, okay.
It's what it looks like, and thanks Kaufi for mentioning that, because it always looks to me like the wat is hierdie ding wat julle doen? Stokvel hierdie, or there are some stuff that and there are different names that I've heard, whether it's
Me
in the
too,
German
yeah.
community or Afrikaner community. They do certain things collectively as a community to upbring the ones who can't make it. We don't do that shit in our communities. We basically individually, Mitch se salary help met Ousie vir Ousie Margaret en vir Ousie wie en Ousie what. But it's taxing on you.
Yeah. And that's what I come for no gevraagd. So if you probably like 4 brothers, 2 sisters, you like 5 kids from that family, and your parents are a little bit of age, like let's say 71. So do you guys sit together and be like, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna take care of this part of my of the house, probably electricity, what? But do you do that? Because to us it's like the ene wat net naast others het, it's on you.
Jy kak af.
It's on
Yeah,
you.
I've seen isolated instances of that in white communities as well.
Okay.
So I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, look, this is not happening. But now we're talking of a family-based structure. Okay. Let's say, for instance, there's something bigger. I'll give you an example. Let's say there's an old age home who desperately is in need of let's say a new kitchen, because the old kitchen falls apart, for example. There can be a collective effort. Let's say hold a festival or do something and collect some monies, and those monies then go towards such a project. It's easier if it's a collective.
Yeah, ne?
But I also, Kaufi, get in the white community a lot where people say, nee, fuck it. Dis ek, my vrou en my 2 kinders.
No, you will have that.
Ek stel nie belang.
Ek het nie saak daarso nie. Hulle kan maar daarso vrek van die honger.
Ja.
Dit het niks met my uit te
Ja,
doen.
niks met my te wyn nie. Dit is ek,
You have
my
that.
vrou en my 2 kinders.
Ja.
And when was the last time you spoke to your sister? Fuck it. Ek het seker 3 jaar laas met haar gepraat. Where does she stay? Nee, sy bly hier in Pionierspark. and you staying where? Nee, ek bly in academia. So you guys have not seen each other in 3 years, and that's
And then your brother and sister or something, and then you meet each other by pure chance in the mall or at the supermarket.
wow.
Huh? Incredible.
Wow.
But families inherently fragment.
No, that we don't know. Not with
Don't
us.
they?
With us, it's
Look,
like
That's
I
why you
remember
did.
when my father died, it was only my mom when, we were still a family. But then as the brothers, and we were only sons, as the brothers then got married and had their wives and their children and all that, the focus was still on my mother until she passed away. But when she then ultimately passed away 8-9 years ago, the brothers, although they are brothers, the brother role wasn't as important as being the father role or the husband role or the and that is where the fragmentation of families it goes into different directions.
we should learn to do that. We should, as die zali goed gaan, we should also be like, okay.
But isn't it, Neville, isn't it in black communities the viewpoint, let's have lots of children so that when we are old, these lots of children can look after me.
Kijk,
It's an inverted pension
I understand.
guarantee, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Where, for example, in white families, and I'm generalizing.
No,
now,
no,
please
of course.
understand.
We're all generalizing
Yes.
here. Whatever we are
Let's-
saying here, we're
white-
generalizing.
where white families would say, okay, look, I'm just going to have one child.
Yeah.
Okay? Give everything, well, not everything, give the priority to that one child. In the meantime, I can go and save the money into something else so that when I do
Wow.
get old, I can become more independent on
Yeah.
my age.
Sorry, Calvi, ek het nou net hier my house
nou?
comment gelees.
Wat
Ek
sê
is
sy?
al hoor.
Meet each other in the mall, in the multi. Jy sal hoor van jou slegheid in.
Never, they'll go as far as probably you and your wife are at. You and your wife are
Jou
doing
sleg
shopping.
drek.
You're doing shopping. You're with your plastics, and they meet you there. They'll take a picture and go put it on the family group. Ons het dat begrafenis en die mense koop soveel kos. Net hy en sy vrou.
So, Here. So, Calvi,
But it's what makes our
Yeah,
community so
wow.
fun.
wow, Jay's useless.
As hoekom jy nie verjaar nie.
Ooh.
But
But
it's
that
the
is-
honest truth.
That is so true. Calvi, just to say again, maybe just to come back to your to your question. No, Calvi, for me or for my family, my brother and my sisters, we are tight. We keep it together. And funny enough, to come think about it now. My cousin, it's my mother's sister's child. My cousin's father is a Swiss German. Is Hans Steinmann. My cousin's name is Francois Steinmann. So he looks very coloredish. So he's a mix of Swiss German and black. Francois has not seen his father in a good 20 years.
They divorced?
Yeah, they divorced because they stayed in Switzerland for the longest time. But when then Francois and my aunt and the kids came back to Namibia, the father stayed behind in Switzerland. But he came to visit the kids when they were smaller,
Right.
once or twice a year. But now Francois I'm 51 now. He's 42 or 43.
Okay.
Francois has not seen his father in 25 years. And Francois tries to get in touch with his father.
Okay.
And Hans insists, I raised you. You are a man now. You can't expect nothing from me.
Right.
So he basically cut them off financially, and it also seems emotionally.
Okay.
Oh my
And
God.
there's this stereotype that we as black people have about white people, especially German. That Germans, and this is something that we talk about in our communities with Germans.
Is he a German or is he a Swiss?
And you see, and that's the stereotype. Is German speaking? He speaks fluent German. And so for us, you need to understand Germanic culture to understand that there's a still difference between Swiss German, Austrian German, German. But you know, if we stereotype German is German. You
Yeah,
understand?
it's like saying, okay, the British are English, but the Americans are English.
Yeah,
And the Australians are English.
yeah.
You know?
So there's the stereotype like, ach sowieso, it's German. Hulle maak so.
Hulle worry nie met
Nee, is klaar.
Is
Het
klaar.
klaar groot gemaak. Gaan jou kant.
18
Cheap. Is klaar. So, and that's the stereotype that we have.
Right.
There's a stereotype that you have that black people, like you asked me previously, black people, hulle maak kinders because it's our wealth.
inverted.
Ja.
Soos my brother sê, inverted pension.
Yeah,
Yes.
inverted pension. So back in the day, black people had a lot of children, and I know many black people use that analogy. My kind, as ek oud word, jy moet vir my sorg. But me, my generation now, nee,
Ah, yeah.
ons dink nie meer so nie. Gaan lewe jou eie lewe. Ek en mami se goed is ons se
Ja,
goed.
ons know so moes. Ja.
So it's funny how we cross.
When people of the north,
Yeah.
let's say somebody's from the north working here in Windhoek, goes and visits his family.
Oh.
Are they obliged to bring something along?
Hello.
Like a gift or
You
something?
must.
Nee, not a gift.
What?
It's not a gift.
What is it? It's your obligation.
Yeah.
Because that is why I see these,
Bring those
these commuter taxis. You know, I mean, they are chickens on the roof. They are empty water containers. Alles word net gelei.
Maar daai is coffee, and I'll explain that to you. You know, in the north, it is like that. You know, when people work here, they don't stay here.
Yes,
They don't
yes.
stay here.
Yes.
So the empty cans that you see and the chickens that you see here is because people are creating a life for themselves.
Yeah, in the villages.
Right,
Up
I
in the
understand.
villages.
Okay.
Yeah. So die sinke wat jy sien,
Ja.
die pale wat jy
So
sien.
it's not like Kofi is living in Windhoek, but also working in Windhoek.
No, coffee is working.
Kofi
with
would
it,
be living in Sumet, but working in Windhoek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My spirit is not here.
I'm with you.
My spirit is not here. I only work here. I stay in a little place just to keep myself afloat. But my spirit is up there. Laai die kumbi. Laai die pale. Die cement.
Die
Die
cementsakke.
sinke. Die sit
Die
die
sakke.
hoender bo. Ons gaan.
And we're different with you guys, like for a lot of stuff. Like if you have a party, if I have a party, you'll show up to my door with a wine that you are gonna drink, and like, I brought the wine, and
Yeah.
it's for you and your girlfriend. What?
Yeah.
If I have a party, I will have to ask this guy, Neville, bring for my vat, bring the bottle, but we all are gonna drink. I am gonna provide the meat, the what. You guys can just have a party with boerewors.
No.
Like, I don't know how you guys do that.
No, not
You are
not
so
quite.
right,
We
Mitch.
are when we let's say get invited or we invite. We ask each other who brings what.
Yeah.
With us, we do that.
Nee?
But mostly, when we go and braai, I will bring my own cool box with all the drinks for
you
me and
bring-
my wife.
Yeah.
You know. But then, you know, when it comes to the braai, usually the owner of the home, not always, says, okay, but I'll do the meat, and then we'll say, okay, we'll bring a salad or pudding or whatever.
That's very interesting, Kofi, because in our community, as jy my nooi,
Jy betaal.
jy betaal.
It's you.
It's you.
Ah, no,
Yeah.
And even if you bring your own stuff,
yes.
you bring your stuff. Ek het jou genooi. Ons drink jou goed. Nee, jy en jou vrou sit daar en kom. Dis ek en my vrou.
No, but it's
Jou vrou het ook ander dag my bier gedrink.
But very interesting thing that you just say here. And it's something that, Mitch, that I find very interesting also in the white communities, where some of my white friends will say, nee, never kom hoor. Kom ons braai 'n worsie. And he literally means that.
Yeah.
Ons braai net 'n worsie.
Yeah. Like, how do you guys do that?
Fucking worsie braai. Nee, ja. Waar is die vlees?
Ja.
Waar is die aardappelslei?
If you want your black friend to spend money at a braai, you invited him. Just invite him and say, kom ons braai 'n worsie en braai daai worsie.
Ja.
Let him see, hy's net daai worsie.
Is dit al?
You guys will go now to Spa and buy stuff.
Estomish says black tax can oppress someone, mental, emotional, and physical stress. Imagine you feeding 10 mouths or more, plus having your own family. That's why some choose to die the pressure. Mohau says, in the black culture, we look at it as a blessing to take care of our elders. However, I will say the elders have pushed the black tax to a point where it's detrimental to the black child, and that is part not fair on the black child. Very true. Mutumba says, hell yes, he must buy food for everyone. They'll tell him, I help you. Your mother raised you. You also owe me. That's say. Trini says, I thought the way the black family set up is and glued together the way was a result of the uneven landscape that existed historically, and thus they had to pivot on that insurance thinking in their approaches as compared to the other resourced racial groupings. That's why it is coined black tax presently. The impact economically and financially is in the now. I think giving to family shouldn't be a must but a bonus if you choose to give. That's why that American kids was suing the parents for giving birth to him or her.
Oh, yeah.
Mohau said
I heard that
they
story.
never contribute, maar hulle blink op WhatsApp status.
They'll tell you.
Yeah, Mutumba says, never they do that to have peace. Imagine seeing your brother and all he can ask is, help me out with a 200 for petrol. Wouldn't you want to see him less? Also true. Inverted pension coffee, yeah. People are donating in the black community there, Neville. Check that Vedemba Rotman Kashaimo is doing as a counselor. They are painting houses for people via people donations, food, clothes, and more. Estimates that is very, very interesting to hear. I hope people continue to do that. Maxwell says, that's nothing. Indian tax, Pakistani tax, and Sri Lanka tax is higher
I
than
know
black
where he's
tax.
going with that.
Yo! Those guys even have to financially support their relatives, side chicks, and the side chicks family. Yo, Maxwell.
Those guys, they just stay in one big house.
While black tax is a necessarily reality for so many people today from a financial viewpoint, it's not sustainable and a barrier to prosperity. Very true. Kini says, whatever became of Tsumeb's $20 billion smart city? This came to me when I was thinking of the Dubai Expo and possible investors listed. We need to look inward. Seriously, if we continuously seem to look for FDI, why not create a value chains from within and circumvent policies elsewhere that might be restrictive regionally? Well, it would be easy. I think all of us would like to circumvent this red tapes, Kini, but yeah. The law is the SWAPO law. Helping our parents is fine, but carrying our reckless siblings who keep on popping out kids and do not have the financial muscle to take care of themselves becomes a problem. Yeah, it's Mutumba. I agree with you. To take care of your siblings is that it becomes too much. Mutumba says black tax is what's keeping us black people from becoming. Yeah, I read that. Yeah, that's more or less our comments for the day. We didn't touch very much on that.
Muhu, Philemon, Kipangwa.
Who stashed
Yes.
the drought relief away
Yes.
while people are going hungry.
Exactly. He stashed it away from 2019 and it expired in 2020, and they found that food now in 2022. And there have been more than 20 families in that village that require assistance, but the food is locked in his personal storage instead of distributing it to those who need it.
Sis.
Philemon Kipangwa,
Sis.
Muhu of the year.
Yer.
in Okambebe A village in
I
Okom, yeah.
What do we do with such people?
if anybody would vote Will Smith above this guy,
Yes.
I
will have a problem too.
Yeah.
But what do we do with these
How
people?
useless can you be?
What do we do with this type of people?
These are the people that needs a slap.
They are our leaders.
Dementia. Trini says it's dementia.
Yeah, well, that's another thing we don't know. We don't know if this person is fullus corpus compos mentos.
Vanessa says, don't play with blacks. If you invite them to a braai, they will eat your plate, drink up all your alcohol, and still want a to-go plate at the end. Daar moet niks oor bly nie, sê Vanessa. So true.
So Neville, I'm at a village and I'm the councillor of the village, or and I get a truck full of stuff that my villagers need. Remember, before I get that food, I had to be at the government offices writing this letter saying, "No, I'm the councillor. I'm doing what, and I'm gonna." And all these people depended on me, and they supported my idea. And now I decide, ek sal julle rason.
Ransoen.
Rasoen soos ek wil.
Ransoen.
Ransoen, hè?
Ja, nie
ek sal-
rasoen nie.
Ek sal julle ransoen soos ek wil. And just for the stuff to get bad and expire, I'm not even using it. What excuse do I have now? What is the best excuse that I can have?
No, it's just utter nonsense.
Nonsense.
Utter nonsense. Some of our last comments. Estome says, much.
Yeah.
You know, when a colored wants to really insult you, that's what a colored calls you. Bloody fool.
Daai Philemon mannetjie.
Oh yeah, and as hulle jou begin verklein, man.
Tangeni with a capital T says it's Maria's village headman.
Yeah. Bloody fool. Estome says, Dubai Expo should also be in a list. Why?
Yeah, but we have a lot of Mukho of the Weeks, ne?
No, we
have like
it's
5.
government that should be.
Yeah,
Also
I don't know who that Mukho is who took that video that showed all those golden plates and spoons and whatever. Hage is probably pissed off. How could you make a video like that? How well we are eating? Don't you use common sense?
Yes.
You should have used common sense.
Unscrupulous.
Estome says, here we bring with this at a party and restaurants, bills you pay for your stuff. It's good to used to that for sure.
Can I just suggest something for Philemon? Guys, can you guys just form a petition, create a petition and get that guy fired?
Nee, moet cheap.
Create a whole petition, make it a big thing, so when the next person gets that, he knows the responsibility that he or she has.
Deep
Like
bloody,
that, oh, gaan.
deep bloody fool. Jere. Natalie, luister nee. I don't know about Mitch and Kofi, but ek kan nie koek so vroeg môre eet nie.
Vinnig eet.
Nee, no, seriously.
I'm used to cook early in the morning.
As Natalie a lesbian.
You know what? When people just puts us down the rabbit hole again. Yeah. So,
Nee, kom ons los net.
ja, hou net op.
Kom net, Natalie,
Ja.
kom.
Partly cloudy and warm to hot in the northwest and southwest. Elsewhere, partly cloudy and warm to hot with a few thunder showers isolated to scattered in the Zambezi region. The coast today in Namibia, partly cloudy and cool to mild with fog patches in the morning with a wind moderate northwesterly to southwesterly. Maximum temperatures for the day, Windhoek 27, Walvis Bay 21, Swakopmund 20. Katima Mulilo 26, Omuthia 32, Ondangwa 34, Ochinene 29, Ochivarongo 28, Riobot 28, with Marintal today at 35, the hottest place in the country. Keetmanshopeloos 32, that's where Mitch comes from. Gobabas 29, Beitepos 29, and that's your weather.
Mitch. Yo, bloody fool.
Roll the dice, 6-9, at the Bajazane. Come follow me. Yabona Rosalazane. Check the beat, it's tight, that's so properly. Roll the dice, 6-9, at the Bajazane. Come follow me. Check this out, man. Check out the baseline, homie, check the bass kick. Taking you back to school, back the basics. Ringa Thomason, Rafal Pele, Dita Drek, Rosala, with the chicks on it. Heads at 30, veins they get it. The reason that I'm rapping cause my brood's my pere. Je dink is a grap, je lach met wie. Just bij mekaar, met mij zoals een rum op een villa. I got the dura here, I chase on the hair. This one is strictly for the bass in the trunk, yeah. Back in the days used to be all stars. Now we got them spinning with the back in the car. Anybody gets the right if they like the flow. So Tita Bahuman, go walk on yours, brah. Go walk on yours. Tita Bahuman, go walk on yours. Yeah, Bona Rosalazane. Check the beat, it's tight, that's so properly. Roll the dice, 6-9, at the Bajazane. Come follow me. Yeah, Bona Rosalazane. Check the beat, it's tight, that's so properly. Roll the dice, 6-9, at the Bajazane. Come follow me. Do you remember when I said I could not afford Nikes? But now I got 4 pairs, the one with the stripey. Remember when mama did not have that money? My life was so years, mama could not buy me. Damn, now I can afford my own. Finally the boys only can afford his own. Thanks to the fans, the ones that buys my CDs. Took me off the street corners, put my face on TV. Separate capitalism from the true potential. Recognize true talent, industry's been wasted. I'm the best lyricist, which means there's no replacement. Zula point under the tree, next to the basement. The basement, knows that the kick is Ozala. Whatever that I do, my rhymes is Ozala. On top of my game, check the clock, Ozala. Get whistle for shizzle, man, this is Ben Ozala. Yeah, Mona Ozala Zane. Check the beat, it's tight, that's so properly. Roll the dice, 6-9,